All right, everybody, this is the JK Theory. Here we talk about anything and everything. There's no stone that's not turned, well, that's not unturned. We touch every topic, whether it's funny, whether it's serious. We give it to you raw and uncut. We don't sugarcoat anything. I'm Jay,
I'm K.
and this is the JK Theory. So, even on the serious topics, we do sprinkle a little bit of comedic twist on it. And we've got a couple of topics here. Some are funny, some are serious. So, we're going to give you our spin on things. So, tonight's question, one of the first ones is, do you believe in love at first sight? So, Kay, I'm going to let you start with this one.
You want
Do
me
you
to start with this
believe
one?
in love at first sight?
Uh, hey, no, I guess no. I mean, Beyonce, yes. Uh, Rihanna, yes. But I mean, I think it's more of a lust at first sight type thing. Is usually the is usually the first thing that guys think like, yeah, I can see myself doing her type shit.
I feel you. I feel you.
Uh, I will say that there was one person that it wasn't love, it wasn't love, but I was like, oh, I can see myself with her, and that was the first time I ever seen her. I was just like, oh, and that really doesn't happen to me. But when I seen this particular person, I was like, oh yeah, hmm, she's definitely my type. I can definitely see myself with her.
Okay, cool. Do you mind me asking, was this around like puppy love? Was this high school? Was this outside of high school?
No, this was uh older.
Okay,
Not
okay.
definitely not high school. Yeah. Older.
I was gonna say in high school I was falling in love left and right. So,
Yeah, yeah,
so do you believe at love and first sight? I mean, I did until I actually experienced what true love is. I'm married, right? I love my wife. I could
hmm
honestly say the first time I laid eyes on her, I was like, damn. Yes, I fell in love instantly. But I didn't know what love was until I met her.
Right.
So before that, I can agree. Lust, yeah, it's definitely a
Yeah.
thing. I mean, that's pretty much how relationships start, right? It's like you find the person attractive, so that's what makes you want to get to know them,
Exactly.
right? So, love at first sight, mm, definitely a like at first sight.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You can definitely like a person at first. Like, you're like, damn, I like the way she. Pretty much, I like the way she look. Cause you can talk to her and be like, damn, you dumb and you ugly now too. So it's like,
I feel you. I feel you. So, fellas, let me know. Do you guys believe in love at first sight? Ladies, is love at first sight actually a thing? I mean, I'd like to get a woman's point of view. So
Mhm.
let us know. Leave a comment. Next question is, what's the funniest thing that you've done to impress a girl?
Almost died. So
Okay.
okay, so I was younger. We went on a trip to like this swimming thing, like a beach. Okay. And you know damn well I don't like water like that. The only water I like is in a shower. Okay, that's it. I don't even drink water. So this one particular girl, she's like, "Hey, everybody's turning me down to go down the slide. Will you come on the slide with me?" Now, let's back it up for me. Kay does not like water, nor does he like heights. Okay, so of course I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll go with you. Let's do it.
Oh shit.
I'm not realizing how high this damn slide is. Okay, so we're climbing the slide, and it seemed like it's like 20 feet in the air. I don't like heights. Okay,
Okay.
So I'm at the point where I'm like, if I sneak down, she gonna think I'm a punk. But
You're like, I'm already up here. I might as well just go for it.
so we get to the top. She's like, okay, go. So I'm like, well, I gotta go
Oh,
first.
wait a minute. Wait. So you can't go at the same time? It's one
We
of
can't
those.
go at the same time. No, I didn't know that either.
And you went first?
She wanted me to go first.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So I'm like, why do I gotta go first? I'd rather follow your lead. And
Right.
now she went down, and now she's encouraging me to come down. So I said, fuck it. All right, I'm gonna do it. So I went, and it went, and I went straight to the fucking bottom of.
Could your feet touch the floor? Like, could you stand up where you were at?
Okay, funny thing here. When you're scared of something, you panic and overreact. Okay, so I'm panicking and I'm like moving my hands and everything like that, and she grabs me by the arm. She's like, "You can literally stand up." So yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So your feet can't touch the bottom. But in my head, almost died. Okay, so there is your story of.
All right, that's a good one. That's a good one. And you did all that just to impress her. Like everybody say no.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you had so many opportunities to just back out. You know, my stomach hurt. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Never again. Never again.
So, can you share how old you were?
I was like 13, 14, something like that.
Okay. That's decent.
Yeah.
So, when I was a kid, I think I had to be like 11. And my first bike was a street bike.
All right.
Then I ended up getting a mountain bike, and I rode my mountain bike for the longest. And one day I'm like, let me get the street bike out, you know? So I got the street bike out and I'm riding around, loving it. It's a nice sunny day out. And it always seems like there's this one girl in the neighborhood that's older, that's really beautiful, that you just like to say hi, shout out her name, and she'll wave at you, blow you a kiss, whatever. She'll come and hug you, and the hugs were very nice. So I'm riding my bike one time, and it's early in the morning. Nobody's out in the neighborhood. It's just me. I'm riding, and I see her walking. And I stand up on the bike, and I go, hey, what's up? And she turns and looks, and she goes, hey. And I go, can I get a hug? And she goes, yeah, come here. So I go to stand up again, thinking I'm on my mountain bike, and boom, the freaking pedal brake hits, and I literally flip over my bike. Not only do I flip and fall, but my chin goes bam right on the cement. I don't know if I blacked out. All I know is I saw nothing but white. And then I look up and I turn, and she's Baywatch running right over to me. Oh my Lord. Inside my head, I'm like, I'm done. I'm never going to have a shot with her, blah, blah, blah. I was never going to have a shot with her anyway. I'm like 11. She's like 17. Like, it ain't going to happen. But anyway, she's running. And she's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm brushing. I got the little pebbles all over me. Yeah, I'm good. I don't even know. My whole chin's like gushing. She's like, oh my gosh, you're bleeding. She goes in her little purse and pulls out napkins and just goes like this. And she goes, you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. She comes and gives me a hug. And she goes, why don't you go home, get that taken care of? I'm like, no, I'm good. As she walks away, my hand's just dripping with blood, the tissue sticking to my chin. I'm like, oh my gosh. Luckily, I lived like a block away from where I'm at. So I had to ride home. And then I explained to my mom, my mom tells me, she's like, what happened? What happened? I'm like, I fell. She goes, no, you didn't. You got beat up. What happened? What happened? So the rest of the day, I had to stay inside. I told her the truth. And she's like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. You stayed in the house. You stayed in the house. So, yeah. That
Nice.
was my, like, impressive girl kind of a thing. My impression was to just stand up and ride to her.
You know what?
Bam, the pedal brake. Bro, I never rode that freaking bike ever again.
Good.
Matter of fact, when we moved, I left that shit there. I'm done, dude. I'm sticking to mountain bikes. That's it. So that's my story. Guys, if you like the story, let us know. What would you have done in our situations? I mean, okay, I don't know, man. If I don't like water, I'm making up something. I'm like, my stomach hurt. I got a headache. I left something down there. I gotta get something. Like,
sometimes you get one opportunity to do things. That was the one opportunity, and I will never do it again.
I feel you. So sticking to the relationships or this kind of scenario, does age matter in a relationship? So I want to say first off, yes, as far as legal age, okay, we don't do that illegal stuff. This ain't the channel. Go somewhere else, okay? So, and from what I hear, conspiracy theory, Mr. Beast is kind of popular for that, pedophile shit. But that's another topic, right? But when it comes to age, I mean, I don't know. I want to say yes when it comes down to getting to know somebody. You kind of want to at least have the same era of growing up so you can relate. But then again, I've seen relationships where the guy's like 14 years older than the girl. They're still legal, but the guy's so much older than the girl, and it works. So I don't know. What's your thoughts on the age thing?
I think it depends on the people, honestly. A lot of times it's the mature mind, because a person could be young but have a mind that's like freaking 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, could be smart as hell. Could be somebody that, even if they don't know, they want to learn things. You know what I mean? You got ones that want to learn and get to know things and so forth and so forth. So you got some that are teachable, or you got the ones that, kind of just there for a good time. And that's all you can really much do with them, because y'all have nothing in common. Like, I love the quote of opposites attract, but the problem is, do they stay together? Because when you're so much opposite, eventually it's going to catch up. And age sometimes is that, catching up thing, because you're so much mature than the other person, or you're supposed to be. Hopefully you are. You're mature than the other person, and they're going to do things that's going to annoy the hell out of you, because they're so much younger and they don't know certain things. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in, are you willing to let that person grow with you, type thing? Well, not grow with you, but grow up a little bit more, type thing. So I guess it all depends. Your maturity, for one, their maturity, and your patience with that person.
Yeah, I mean, also thinking of it long run, right? Say if you have somebody that is 15 years older than you, right?
Yep.
I mean, there's a really good chance that you're going to get to that age where that person now is going to need help, going to the bathroom, getting medicine, taking a drive, Lord forbid a surgery occurs. You got to take care of them now.
Yep.
Are you willing to do that? And as I've seen women and I've seen men just be like, I can't do it. Like, I can't.
Yep.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm not ready for this. I'm too young. I'm too old. I can't babysit my girl that wants to go clubbing all the time while I stay home, or, I'm not ready to pick out your dentures with you. Like, what we're not doing this. You know what I mean? What do you mean life insurance? What are you talking about? Like that freaks some people out.
Yeah.
I know people that are like they avoid the death talk, right?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm 40, but I have friends that have that conversation that are like, yeah, we picked out our burial plot already. We picked out our tombstone and everything is set. So if God forbid something happened, my family don't got to worry about that.
Right.
That's a heavy situation. I remember me at 33 thinking of this stuff. I couldn't handle that at 33. Like, I'm just like, whoa, wait a minute, I can't. Now that I'm more mature, it's like, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, yeah, I think it definitely matters on where the mindset is, where the growth is with someone. So, does age matter? I think it's just, does the person matter? Does the person care enough to be there for the long run?
Right. Exactly. Because we could be the same age and we still don't have the same mindset.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess age matters to a point, long as they're legal.
Yes.
That matters the most. But as long as that person's legal and they have a mindset that you can deal with, and honestly, a mindset that they can deal with as well, because you might be telling them stuff and they looking at you like, yeah, that really don't apply to me because I'm not that age yet. They're not thinking about that because they're so much younger. You know what I'm saying? Like what you said about the whole death thing, younger people ain't thinking about it like that. Like they thinking of long life and all this other
Right.
stuff.
Or it
So
might just freak them out. It might just freak
but
them out. They don't want to talk about it.
exactly. So yeah, I guess it all depends on it's different situations. I personally I try to stay away from younger, but I'm not opposed to it. You know what I mean? Like I would try it if I found the right person to do it with. You only live once. It's life. You know what I'm saying? You never know who could be that right person for you, and you're just wanting to give it up just because you think a person's too young for you.
It's kind of weird though, because like, it's okay, so say you meet somebody that's younger, right?
Yeah, of
Obviously of legal age, that's younger.
course, right.
It's cool at first, right? You're like, oh yeah, she's a hottie, she's 24, she's
Yeah.
beautiful, blah blah blah. But then it's like, okay, she's 24, she still hasn't experienced
Mm-hmm.
life. Is she ready for this?
Yeah.
Am I ready for this? Who am I to say, babe, you know what? Let's not go out to this club or whatnot. Let's not do this, let's not do that. Knowing damn well when you was 24, you was out doing it.
You was doing that. Yeah, exactly.
And then nowadays, you're not just dating your girl, you're dating your girl and her friends, or your
No,
girl and her family, and you got to deal with that judgment. And as much as you can say, I don't care what people think of me, that might be your standpoint, but the female might not feel the same way. There's that pressure from the
yeah,
family, pressure from the friends. Are they strong enough? Are they wool enough to just ignore that or bypass it?
that's the big thing. Because I know people have influences,
Yeah,
whether it's family, whether it's friends, or whoever it may be, or a kid. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
some have kids, and you gotta be like, hey, this is the person. Eventually, the person I'm talking to, and the kid's like, he's like granddad's age. Uh,
Right. And I
you
find
know?
that so weird. Like the relationships where like the guy is dating the girl and the guy's the same age as her dad. It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, like what? Hey dad, you mind if I bring my man? Hell yeah, I mind if you bring it. Shit, we class of 2002, we in the same yearbook. No, you ain't bringing him over. You know what I mean? Like that's just weird, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
I'm.
it's almost like the idea of like dating a stripper, right? If
Mhm.
you're like a guy, a younger guy or whatever, and you're like, yeah, so my girl's a stripper, like that might be cool, fun, and hot at first, but then situations change or the guy's mindset changed. Like,
Yep.
yeah, that's a stripper, and it's Friday night, but instead of her, cuddling next to me, she's grinding on some weird ass just to get some dollars.
Right. Yeah.
Some guys can handle that, some can't, you know?
Exactly. It all depends on the person. I mean, well, like I said, if you can handle stuff like that, hey, more power to you. I want to people that go with the flow, and I don't give a fuck what people think. Like I could care less. I wipe my ass with people's opinions. So,
Yeah. Which honestly, it's a great mindset. But then there are females, and I know guys that have done it too. They'll say that because it sounds right,
hmm
but a lot of times when their back's against the wall, they fold under that pressure. They can't take it.
yes, they will.
So to find somebody that matches you on that level, oh man, that's golden.
Yeah, oh yeah,
That's,
definitely, most definitely.
so changing gears on it, but still sticking with the relationship topic.
Okay.
When do you know it's ready to leave? Like the relationship's not working.
When I call the police, it's over.
Okay.
No, I mean, at, at some point, I think people hold on because they get they're comfortable. You know what I mean? And they don't want the fear of starting over. People get scared of starting over. So I think a lot of times people stay because of that, because they don't want to start over, and they're so used to this person. They're like, well, fuck it, I've been with this person for so long, I'm just gonna stick around, even though they're miserable. Like, you will know when you've had enough. Like, everybody has that point where they just like, yeah, I can't do this anymore, and they've had enough, where they just like, fuck it, I'm done. Like, this is too much. I can't deal. And I try to tell people, like, don't get to the point where you've had enough where you despise the person
Right.
because you stuck around so long. Now you just hate this person. Like, nothing this person does will make you happy. This person can make your whole favorite dinner, and you like,
It's
shit
too
looks good.
salty.
Yeah, something like so. You just make so dumb. You know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So, I mean, I try to be like, where we're at least cordial with each other. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to be friends, but we can at least be cordial. If I see you out in public, say hi, no hard feelings. You know, it just didn't work. So I think when you've had enough is when you just know that this is not working. It's really not for me. Don't stick around, people, because it's just gonna get worse. Honestly.
It's hard. It's hard. I think it also depends on what the situation is, because
Too.
I've been in situations in my past relationships where I felt that way. I'm like, it's too much. I can't. I gotta wash my hands with it. But then when you break it down, relationships, even marriage, it's work.
Oh yeah.
So you've got to go through those ups and downs. You've got to go through those hurdles. You've got to go through those tests, right? To see if things will work out, see if things matter. It's all situational based though, you know. Like if this guy's beating his girl's ass, okay,
Okay, that's
peace.
different. Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You know, if she's going out and she's with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, peace. You know, but if it's something like, you know, bills got to get paid, kids need this, you're not making enough money, we're not spending enough time. Believe it or not, folks, all that is workable. All that is, you can find time. You know, you can't make time. You can make more money, but you can't make time. You know, so find it. Everybody's got 24 hours, is what you do with it. You know, relationships is work. It's hard. It ain't easy. If it was easy, everybody would be married. There would be no divorce. You know, but unfortunately, you got to go through those tests. And going back to our previous questions, you got to find that partner that's right there with you.
hmm
If that's your yin and your yang, that's fine. That might be yin and yang to a certain level, but at one point, you guys got to be there together.
Yes. Totally agree. Totally agree. But I'm
So,
I'm just saying, don't stay and you are like, it becomes hatred.
Yeah, by all means, if you don't like the person in any way, shape, or form, what's the point? What's the point? I get the whole phrase where it's like, I'd rather be with the devil I know than the devil I don't know.
Yeah,
The motherfucker is still the devil. Like, what are you doing?
exactly. Like,
You know what I mean? So, and it's funny how it's going to lead into this next question.
okay.
So, what do you think about men that rather cheat on their girl than snitch on their boy?
Guys that would rather cheat on their girl than snitch on their boy.
Yeah.
Um, Loyalty is a hell of a thing, and I mean, you know, a girl asked me a question a while ago. She was like, "How come y'all don't cheat on y'all barbers, but you can cheat?" Like so many guys, we like, I gotta go to this barber because we know what that barber is about, and we're so comfortable with that barber. Loyalty is a bitch. And sometimes we're loyal to the wrong things. I get it.
Yeah.
Yes. Uh, but if you had a friend that's been there for 20, 30 years, your loyalty is always going to be to that person. Like, it's just what it is. Y'all are not even friends anymore. Y'all are family. So that's how they looking at it as, I'm not going to throw my family under the bus.
Right.
You know, uh, your girl, I mean, it depends on how long you've been with her. You've been with a girl for a year. Yeah, you know.
That's a dime a dozen, homies. Like,
Yeah, I can find another girl, uh, and it might be the perfect girl for you. But in that mindset at that time, I can find another girl. But my guy that we've had each other back. We done did fights. We done, you know, did stuff that you can't even name because it's probably illegal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
we've been down for each other since day one, and I'm not going to fuck that up because that comes with a lot more. Because now my family is his family is my family, and that breaking up thing is going to break up everything, and that's a lot of times how they look at it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it depends where you come from as well, because I've been lucky enough to, grow up in the hood, if you want to call it, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of the hood, I've moved into the suburbs, and I've seen men in the suburbs. And not to say all men in the suburbs are this way, but their homeboys are not the same as what we in the hood would consider homeboys.
Right. Yeah.
Like, us in the hood as homeboys, we don't talk shit about each other. You know, if we do, it's when we're together and we're just ribbing on each
Just
other.
talking to each other. Yeah.
Right, just, shooting the shit, kind of dirty dozens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in the suburbs, they'll talk shit behind their back as soon as they meet up. Hey, what's up? What's up?
Yeah.
This and that. Act all friendly. And once they leave, oh, that punk motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I'm like, whoa, what? What do you say about me when I'm gone? Like, what the
Right.
hell
Yeah.
is that? So it's weird because where I come from, if you say that's my boy, it's because we went through something.
Yep.
That's my boy. I know if something goes down, you got my back.
Exactly.
And maybe that's just from where we come from. We come from the jungle where, if I'm getting beat up and you see me getting beat up, I know you're gonna run across the street and help.
One fights, all fights. That's
Exactly.
Yep.
In the burbs, it ain't like that. One fights is like, I'm out of here.
Right. Yeah.
Going, bro. I guess it's weird. It's weird. But yes, when it comes down to it, your homeboy and your girl, right?
Mhm.
So a girl's not your fiance, a girl's not your baby mama, a girl's not your wife. When this is your boy, he's vetted. There's time there. There's hours, days, years, situations lifestyles, circumstances, families, everything, memories,
Everything. Yep.
versus we dated for a couple months and you want me to drop him because you want to do something. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't think so. It ain't gonna happen. Um, Women got to understand it's difficult for guys to have somebody that's their boy.
Yeah.
Women can have so many women friends, and they can talk so much shit about their women friends, and that's still their girl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's just a different mindset. And I'd love to get an opinion from a woman on this because I've seen it where there's women that have no women friends because they're too catty. There's women that have all these women friends and all they do is call each other and talk shit about each other in the same circle.
Yeah.
It's weird. So I think that's why men would rather cheat on their girl than snitch on their boy.
Mm-hmm.
A reason I just thought of right now is if I cheat on my girl, as the girl, you gonna take me back.
Yeah.
If I snitch on my boy, that's me dead in the relationship.
Yeah. That's it.
Right?
That's it.
That's it. If you snitch on your boy, I mean, come on. If you, what's the worst snitch? You snitch on your boy's going to jail. Something major's happening in his life that's going to change his life and change yours, change the people around him. Ain't no coming back from that.
No, and now you got to deal with the consequences of actually doing it because everybody looking at you like, dude, you can't be trusted now.
Exactly. Now, if you cheat on a girl, it's like, oh, that's JB and J. Don't worry about it.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday. We good. On to the next one.
I going back when you were talking about with the suburbs and how they like can talk shit about each other and hey Bob and all that other stuff when they come see them. Like I think that's one of the advantages of being from the hood because we feel like pretty much we have type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us didn't have a lot of stuff. So the people that we grown up with and become accustomed to, that's like we've been through a lot of stuff together. And
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we've been through the lowest of the lows. And so yeah, that loyalty is going to be over some chick. I would hope most guys feel that way. I mean, who knows?
and what's weird is like I look at the kids now, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
they say the whole bros before hoes, and the same ones that are saying bros before hoes are calling the hoes like, really, you like him? Well, he said this about you, and blah 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 blah. Bro, it has never been cool to talk shit on a dude to a girl that you like. That
Exactly.
ain't the move. You know what I mean? Like, no. It's kind of like pocket watching somebody,
Yeah, yep.
oh yeah, he got it like that, so I'm gonna ask him, or he got it, so I'm gonna steal this, or he got it because no, you don't do that. You worry about you. You build yourself up.
Exactly.
Don't put down another man to make yourself look better. That makes you look foolish.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
That's me.
So I'd love to hear the comments on this, guys. Please leave a comment. Hit the notification bell. I found out that helps us tremendously. You can reach out to us on email, thejktheory@gmail.com. Again, I'd love to get a woman's perspective on this. Let us know what you ladies think. And we're going to wrap up this podcast right here. I'm Jay.
I'm Kay.
And this is the JK Theory. Till next time, peace.
Peace.